Sagarantang satta sadahontu suki avira kayo jigucchu sakalo dugando gaccanti sabbi maranang ahanchu Namami Dhammang Sugate Nadisitam Satta Sada Honti Suki Avira Kayu Jigucchu Sakalo Dugando Gaccanti Sabbi Maranang Ahanchu Namami Sangham Munirajasakam Satta Sadam Suki Avira Kayo Jigucho Sakaro Dugando Gaccanti Sabbi Maranang Ahanche
Sadhu,
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 sadhu.
Okay, and with that respect, let us begin the class. Today, we need to continue the topic ordination. If possible, I end this topic today. Then again, you have to understand some of another person who cannot get an ordination. There are 32 persons, those who cannot ordinate in the Buddhist order. Then we can we can understand about those people, but I may not give or may not give more details of each person, those who could not get ordination Buddhist order. Then the prajnapti is that regulation is na bhikkhave hattachinno pabbāje tabbo yo pabbājeya apatti dukkhatasam. This is the main regulation asked by the Buddha. I will later maybe after the lesson or tomorrow, I will send this note for your further reading. Now just try to remember that the first regulation, na bhikkhave hattachinno pabbāje tabbo yo pabbājeya apatti dukkhatasa. It is a structure of the province enacted by the Buddha. Then here under hattachinno, in that place you have to replace another type of person like a pada chinno, kanna chinno, like that. There are other people who have physical deformation. Physically, there are some weak physically, they are having problem. For example, hatta chinno, the cut off the hands. Sometimes some of us born well without hands, sometimes without food. Like that, we have the deformation in our body. So if the monk, the senior monk or teacher, if they ordain such a person, and then he must go, he mustn't undertake that apatti, that offense. There are, first one is a hatta chinna. Hatta chinna means cut off hands, hand cutoffs. The one with hand cutoffs, that is the first person, should not ordain. Now, at this time, monks gave the going forth, those pabbaja, going forth, the one with hand cut-offs, that is hatta chinna. First one is hatta chinna. Then second one is pada chinna. Pada chinna means it is what is called it, with foot cut off, leg cut off, leg. That is a pada. Then both hatta pada chinna. Sometimes perhaps there may be the those who does not have both hand and foot and legs. Sometimes maybe there are people, no? So that maybe the hatta chinna, pada chinna, then both hatta pada chinna. That is the third person. Then kanna chinna means ear cut. The to one with ear cut off. And just limbs wise you can remember easily. Ear cut off, nose cut off, mouth cut off, like that you can remember. First hatta chinna, pada chinna, both hatta pada chinna, then kanna chinna. Kanna is ear cut off, nasa chin, nose cut off, nasa chinna, nose cut off, both kanna, nasa, chin, both with one with an ear and a nose cut off, hatta chinna, pada chinna, hatta pada chinna, kanna chinna, nasa chinna, kanna nasa chin, both like that. Then anguli chin. Anguli means a finger, the finger. Then anguli ilagata alachin nepapa. Alachin means the thumb or big toe. Father, you can consider the thumb or big toe, your father or this. That is the alachin. Then kandara chin. Kandara chin means the calf of the leg, or you can the cut tendon, that is in English we call it a tendon, T-E-N-D-O-N, tendon, T-E-N-D-O-N, tendon, that is kandara in Pali. Pahana hatachind, that once you know the some, if you just examine the people, when you look at the people, or you couldn't notice, you can notice that some people's hands, fingers, some people's hands, fingers are joined together, are joined. That is we call pannahatta together. Like you know that I think you have might seen the foot of the hen. You know that the hen's father put their fingers are joined together, each one. No, they cannot like that. They cannot do. They put all the foot on the place because they are joined. That is the Weber fingers, Weber finger, W-E-B-B-E-D. Web, no, the web is together, web, it's a Weber fingers, joint, connected. There are some people, some men are there. If you see them, maybe they have that type of fingers, then you cannot order them. Then Kujju means a short man, bent over, like that, bent over. Kudu. Kujja means a bent over, body bent. They decline like that. They cannot stand in a straightforward. They cannot stand like us. They just walk, being bended down. Bended. That is why bent over. Kujju. Then the Kujju, and the next one is Vamanam. Vamanam is that, you know the Vamanam. Vamana means going forth to like a drop, D-W-A-R-F. They are not so tall, then they are very shorted. They are very shorted one. That is the Vamana. The person who not taller. Taller. When you compare to the others, it's a very small, tiny, like that. But they are matured. They also grow. Even they were misfortune. Perhaps they born as so by birth, based on their previous karma, but they grow up. As they grow, they become mature. But then next one is Galabandika. Galabandika means a throat problem. That some people you might see in their throat has swollen like that. They are throat not natural, they have something called diseases. That is a Galabandhika Roga. Galabandhika Roga. In English, we call it goitry. In English, goitry. That is the sometimes maybe the inside a thyroid problem. Then it affect that problem affect out in outer. It can come it will be swollen. That is the Kalama. Then if the people saw such people should not order him. Kalabandhika. Then next one is the Lakana Hatam. Lakana Hatai, I think early when we were talking about 10%, we talk about that. We talked. Likita is meaning who has been branded. You don't give, we cannot give ordination them. The hand branded, Galab Andita, what is called it? Lakana Hatam means who had been branded. Then like a imprint, okay. Next one is Kasahata. Kasahata means the one who had been whipped. This is the whiff, WHIPPED. Whip is that the instrument what you use to punish, beat. That is a whip. Especially, as I told you in early lesson, when you train horses, of course, you use that. This one is a Kasa means the Likita Kam. Likita means the warrant. They register to give punishment. Likita means Likita Tam. Likita means one for whom a warrant had been delivered to, sent out. Warrant has been declared to catch him. That is the Likita Tam. Then next one is Sipading Pabbajanti. Not Pabbajanti. Sigiti means like sometimes you might see that some people because of the problem, the jam or beaten by mosquitoes, and some they have the very big what is called it, leg, like elephant leg, the big leg. That is, we call it elephantiasis. That the name is elephantiasis. In Sinhala, we call it a Bharava Roga. Bharava Roga. Your legs become swollen, like a elephant leg. Expand it because of the mosquito. When mosquito bite you, your legs, it's grow like that. That is why we call it. It is a club foot or elephantensis. Elephantensis is the name. The disease is elephantiasis. It is if you have that problem, you may not be able to get the ordination. don't ordain. Buddha advise the monks, don't ordain these people. Then Papa Roging means the evil disease. You know that the evil disease, eczema, evil disease. Eczema is the evil disease. The, what do you call it? There's sometimes we have the eczema like a kust. You early you talk some kind of disease. Those are the evil disease, evil Papa Roga. If someone undergoes, if someone has such the evil disease, then they may not be able to get ordination. Okay, Papa Roga means eczema, eczema, then you know the one another roga is file, F-I-L-E, file. It is especially when you go in toilet, when you go in, you may have that problem. That is, we call it file, P-I-L-E, file. They are papi roga. Because if we ordain such people, of course, it could be trouble because we have to we have to take care of them separately. Yeah, so could be the big problem for in the Buddhist order. That is why Buddha, yes, we cannot maintain them. We cannot care of them. So that the Buddha say, don't ordain such people, certain diseased people. Papa rogi, okay? Then Parisadosaka, yeah, we talk of early under 10%, I mentioned that Parisadosaka, the one who disgraced the assembly. One who disgraced the assembly when they enter because of their ugliness. Some are very ugly, like Dauphin, the short people, very black people. There are some, because we don't discriminate any races or any color, but these people are not good for ordination. The monks should be the very attractive, very decent, very polite one, very well-behaved one. So that some of them, they cannot train like that. Therefore, Buddha prohibited. Why they say don't ordinate such people. Parisadosaka. Kana means blind people. Blind. Kanam means these words comes under that main statement what I said at the beginning. Okay. Kana chinnang na pabbajyetabbo. Yo pabbajye apati dukkha. That line should remember. Just I explain only one word. Kanam means the blind one. Blind means sometimes some people they can see through only one eye. Other is blind. Other one is blind. By birth, some people born like that. That is the Badir. Kanam means the one who was blind in eye, in one eye. Kanam is blind in one eye. Blind in one eye. The next one is kunim. Kunim means the crooked limb. Crooked limb. Kunim means a crooked limb. One who had a crooked limb. Maybe some people are there, something wrong there, foot, legs, they cannot walk properly. They are very crooked way. They walk in a crooked way with crooked limb. Sometimes both hand and legs are not proper. So that they may have that like a disabled people, Then next one is kanjam. Kanjam, kanjam means what is called it? Lame people. You know that L-A-M-E, lame. They also cannot work as a usual person, normal person. They walk like the unusually, not very usual. Next one, pakkahatam. Because the paralyzed, half paralyzed. Pakkahata means half paralyzed. His body doesn't work properly. Half was paralyzed. Half is paralyzed. That is pakkahatam. Then next one is Chinni Iriapata. Iriapata means way of at Iriapata, way of movement in the physical movement. That is Chinniriapatam. Chinniriapatam, yeah, like a cripple way, to cripple. Cripple. C-R-I-P-P-L-E, cripple. They gave the going for to a cripple, it is wrong. It isn't crippled people. Then Jara Dubbalang, some people are very weak and old. Very weak and old. The one who was weak and old age. They are very weak, feeble, they cannot walk, they cannot do things properly themselves without help others because of the old age. And also the old-aged monk cannot be trained properly. Cannot be trained properly. They don't listen to others. They don't listen others. They don't accept others' advices. They have ego. We are matured. We are very aged people. We have more experience. When they got into the Buddhist, or when they enter the Buddhist order, they show up their previous practices, so that they condemn sometimes. They condemn the Buddhist monks who was senior than him. They don't care. That is why they cannot train properly. They are very arrogant. They don't listen others' advices or guidance. Therefore, you don't get ordained them. Jara Dubbala means, Jara means all, Dubbala means weak, feeble. Andam means the Badira means one eye. Here, Andam means blind. Both. Mugam means dumb. Cannot hear, dumb. I also dumb monk. I cannot hear properly. Okay. Only this, through this ear, I can hear. If I close this, my left hand ear, I cannot hear anything from this. Then you are free to blame me. You can blame because I cannot hear. I don't understand what you say. If I want to hear, I have to open this. Then only I can hear. Some both big. And some people are there, they can, because of the age. Yeah, it become aging and aging, we got problem, physical problem. Sometimes the people are there, those who have the problem by birth. When they born, they may have that problem. Badiran means was deep, DEPF. Then other one is Andamugam. Andamugam means both was blind and dumb. Blind, Andamuga, and blind, Muga is dumb. Andabadiram means was blind and deaf. Blind and deaf. Blind and dumb, blind and deaf. Andabadira. Mugabadira, the deaf and dumb. Deaf and dumb. Mugabadira. Andamugabadira means the blind, deaf, and dumb, both together, all are together. Okay. These are the people, those who may not able to, those who do not ordain in the Buddhist order. The people are 32 people are there. Just you can remember, easily you can remember based on your limbs, physical limbs, and some sort of a disease. By their name, you can easily, you can create easy method to remember those people, based on physical limb, because when you look at your nose, you must remember ear, like that. And also make basically your weak, physical weak, like a blind, dumb, deaf, like that. And also your physical disease, ailment, but you have the physical problem. Based on that, you can remember these people, these 32 people. This is easy. You're creating your own method to remember those 32 people. When you remember this, now you can translate, you can write in English. Okay. Then later on we can discuss again here. These are the people. As Buddha enacted in Vinaya, those who have above diseases or any physical deforms, cannot be ordained. As I explained, if they have this physical problem or disease or other weaknesses, we cannot ordain them. We cannot ordain them. If we ordain, then we have to, we should undergo offense, dukkata. And then here I explained that a little bit more. Then you can read it. It is easy when you read not, of course, you can understand it, the content, what does it explain to you, okay? Then, now, again, Buddha, the recommended us, or the past the regulation of province based on the age of ordination. Age of ordination. It is very important point with regards to ordination. So let us concentrate. Age of ordination. Age of ordination. Here, Buddha gave that regulation. Na bhikkhave una panna raso dharako pabbaje tabbo yo pabbaje apatti dukkhatas. That is the maximum or minimum age limitation. Buddha, through this enactment or these rules, passed the regulation in ordination. Now, bhikkhave na is negative meaning, do not don. Bhikkhave, venerable monks, una panna raso. Una panna raso. Panna raso means 15. There are 15 years. Panna rasa. Una panna rasa less than 15. Below 15. Una means below 15. It's meaning 13 years old or 14 years old, like that. Then descending order, go down. The minimum is 15, above 15. Above 15, but after that higher limitation, Buddha so far haven't get that regulation. Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure that there is that rule, the maximum age, but minimum the limit is the beginning age. It is the una panna rasodharako. That the child who is under 15. The Buddha promulgated a child who is below 15 years old should not ordain. That is the regulation. Okay? Understand? Then it was the regulation enacted by the Buddha, but you know that there was one incident during the Buddha's time. There was one family. Unfortunately, what happened that all the family members die because of the phlegm, the disease of phlegm. All the members of the family except 2 boys, others they died. This family was so close to the Venerable Ananda. This family was very close to Venerable Ananda. Then the elders, all the elders of the family died, just gone. That small 2 boys all just remain. However, maybe that elderly people, the parents, other elders one, maybe they having known that trouble, maybe they may ask to them to get out from the house. Then they save their life. Then when they approach, when they go to the temple, they are very teenage, very young boy, child, so that whenever they visit, when they go to the temple, they approach, they go to the monks. They approach the monk. What happened? The monk don't accept them. The monk, when they approach them, one do not accept them. Yes, they ask, reject, go away like that, move away. When the monk asks them to go away from them, they cry. They cannot tolerate that. They like to join, they like to associate with the monks, but unfortunately monks, they think, oh, it is troublesome for us, we cannot practice, we cannot do meditation properly, they could disturb us, so they thinking, so they reject them, they don't welcome, they don't accept these two boys, two guys. Then when when it happened, they cannot tolerate, they cannot bear it. What happened? Then they cry. Then one day that the Venerable Ananda noticed that the innocent, the two unrebuked boys, child are facing problem. They are crying. Then Venerable Ananda felt, he also felt, he felt something else out of compassion. Oh, these are very innocent. They cannot tolerate. That is why Buddha, Venerable Ananda approached Buddha and he reported this incident, what happened in the monastery. He explained that to Buddha. He asked, Venerable Sir, actually you have enacted the regulation to how to ordain, when we ordain, what procedure we have to follow, what age procedure we have to follow in our ordination. Considering that regulation, of course, we may not able to ordain these two boys. They are very young. They are under 15. Therefore, is there any possibility? Is there any possibility to make them ordain? Then Buddha, out of compassion, Buddha felt something else, hearing him, listening him. He felt, oh, so that at the moment, as Ananda explained to Buddha, that the heart touch incident event, out of compassion, out of sympathy, empathy, Buddha enacted the another rules as a sub-provision, as a sub-provision, as a sub-regulation. Anujanami bhikkhave una panna rasa vassam kakudekam pabbajeta. That is enacted, the amendment. He amended the hearing him, as it was a very sensitive things. Buddha also thought of that. So he amended that first regulation. Then he passed this sub-regulation, make them ordain. Make them ordain. Anujanami bhikkhave. Anujami, I permit. Anujami is I permit. Or then Ananda, yes, you ask if there are, if they under 15, first you test them. You go and ask them whether they possible to move away, or the crowds. If they can remove or drive away crowds from the place, you ask, yes, you question him, oh, dear, can you drive away crowds from the place? When you ask, when you raise that question, if they say, if they declare, if they say their ability, yes, of course we can, then under that satisfaction, under that you can make them ordained. Actually, the one who wants to become a monk, he must have that ability, even do something. That is the test. What he did, Buddha recommended him to do that test, and if they pass, if they replied good manner, if they express their ability of that action, then you can do ordain them. That is the regulation. Anujanami bhikkhave una panna rasam kakudepakam pabbajetambam. That is the experience. Okay. Then, but basically, it is really this regulation, second regulation, what I said now, it is the occasional declaration, occasionally based on the empathic situation. Based on that moment, he enacted, he declared that regulation. So that basically the first rule, the first regulation emphasis that we should not ordain the children who under below 15 years age. That is the regulation. We have to follow this regulation in our ordination, but on a special occasion, out of compassion or as a sympathetic ground, we can do ordination following, considering that second regulation. But mainly we have to focus the first regulation. Okay. Then actually it is should consider the best age is for ordination is the age between 15 to 20 years old. That is the best period of the age for ordination. 15 to 20 years. 15 to 20. Okay. Then those who ordain at the old age, cannot control their mind, body, words to suit for the ordination. Because suppose maybe there are retired people who retire from their service, government service. When they retired, when they gotten retirement from their work, they nothing to do. That early they morning went, and they work, they come back like that. However, they spend their time. when got the retirement, then they face, cannot manage the time as they spend the time early stages. Sometimes they feel loneliness, they feel upset, so that some people, they request or they suggest to get ordination from the temple. They come and ask to ordination. Even we ordain them, of course, we cannot control them. We cannot train them. We cannot restrain them because they train in another way, in other normal way. Now they are holy place. Now they are in the monastic life. There is another system, another way of behavior. So that they cannot adjust with them. They cannot tally. They cannot adjust with that lifestyle because their lifestyle was totally different from this. That is why when they are advised, they don't go, they don't follow. That is why they are troublesome. They are troublesome. Old age, the monk, aged monk, those who ordain at the old age cannot control their mind, body, and words to sort for ordination. Buddha said it in the Vinaya rule. Panchehi dhammehi samannagato dubbalo duk Buddha pabbajito. Dubbalo Buddha pabbajito katemehi panchehi dubbalo bhikkave Buddha pabbajito suvacho dullabo sugganhito suggahita gahi dullabo padakkina gahi dullabo dhamma katiko dullabo vinaya dharva. These are the five. In these five facts, in these five things, cannot train them. Therefore, those who embodied of these qualities may not able to find within Buddha Pabbajit. Buddha Pabbajit, we have the particular term to indicate them. Buddha Pabbajita, those who got ordination at all age. At all age we call Buddha Pabbajita. Buddha Pabbajita. Swacha is a dullabo. Swacha is a dullabo. Then the said that these age, the Buddha said that these aged monk who consist of five things are very rare, very rare. They are very rare. We cannot find such people among the Buddha Pabbajita. Which five? What are those five conditions? Obedient. One is a Socha means obedient. Dullabo. Obedience is very rare among them. They don't obey. Then Dullabo, Suggahita Gahi, Suggahita, they well learned, they don't learn well. The principle, the policies, the way of behaving in the monastery, teaching, many things. They not well learned. They are not, that is Suggahina. They don't get. Then the Padakina means the instruction well accepted. instruction well accepted, Dullabo. Dhamma Kathiko, well Dhamma speaker. Well, Dhamma speaker, Dhamma Kathika. And Vinay Daru, well disciplined. Well disciplined. Ones are very rare in the Buddhist order. They are very rare, very rare. The same point was presented by him, Buddha, another way in one of the sutta. Thus, Dullabo Akappa Sampanno. Dullabo Akappa Sampanno. The aged man do not expose their decent and well-mannered attitude in the monastic life. The akappas means the attitude. They don't show up, they don't expose through their life decent and well-mannered attitude in the monastic order. Therefore, they are very dangerous. Don't do ordain. Okay. Then and also that in Buddhist order, as there is a Chullahati Padama Sutta, the commentary of the Chullahati Padama Sutta says us in monkhood, when we ordain someone, we don't consider their wealth, their caste, their the capability of studies or learnness. These facts are inconsiderable with regard to in relation to the Buddhism monkhood, Buddhist ordination. They don't. If they are free from those above mentioned weaknesses, above mentioned point, irrespective of their wealth or education and caste, can be ordained in the Buddhist order. We don't consider your caste or your wealthiness or your education. We don't consider. Without consideration that we ordain you if you don't have those what is called is disqualification above mentioned. Okay, we can ordain. This is the lesson. We can start next day higher ordination. Then now the ordination is finished, has been done. I will send this note for you further reading and prepare. Okay. Next day, probably the coming. So only one day I can teach you next day, because I am leaving from here 24th. One day I am leaving from here, so that probably I will have one class one day. That day I'll try to teach you higher ordination. Then after, when I settle down somewhere after my arrival, from that place, I will let you know how I'm going to conduct my classes. Okay. Okay. Then with that message, if you do not have any question, if you don't have to ask anything, we can conclude the lesson respecting or sharing our merit benevolent thought with all of you. Okay. You don't have answer. Okay. Then I Dukkapatta ca nindukka bhayapatta ca nibbaya sokapatta ca nissoka ontu sabbi pipanino.
Sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, Mamoru has been, he left Mamoru.
Yes,
Okay.
she's busy.
Okay. Okay, then I will send the this note, okay, later. Thank you. Joining the
Thank you very much.
Okay, take care.
Thank you very much, Bante.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Take care.